Hi there, welcome to another video. This is Jerry. In this video we're gonna have a quick look at this 2022 Kia Niro electric vehicle. This particular trim in New Zealand is called the EX, so it's actually the entry model vehicle, but in terms of drivetrain there are no difference between the EX or the next one, LX, SX actually, and also the premium. So they have the same battery pack, same size overall, and same body look. There are just cosmetic difference between all of them. So this is the vehicle, how the vehicle looks like from outside. So overall, it is a crossover or a small compact size SUV. The ground clearance is a little bit higher than the normal hatchback you see on the road, but overall body shape and anything is not as big as a, let's say, a Kia Seltos or a Kia Sportage. So it sits right in between the Kia Seltos and the Kia Stonic in terms of size. And at the front we do have these charging ports, so obviously it supports the AC charge type 2 and DC fast charge. So to charge the vehicle with AC, so the vehicle will be able to power through a 7 kilowatts charging through pretty much overnight, between 9 to 10 hours. And for fast charge, if it's on a 50 kilowatts fast charge, the vehicle takes just over 1 hour to get to 80%. If it's on up to 7 or 80 kilowatts charger, that would be around 50 minutes from 0 to 80%. Under the bonnet, the vehicle has a 64 kilowatts hour battery, so the range is roughly about 450 kilometers, and that's on WLTP certified. And in real world, I think you can get somewhere around 400 kilometers, but it all comes down how you drive. Let's go into the boot. So just manual tailgate opening. So the boot has got this hinge on the floor, so it's got a little bit gap. When you load anything like that, you may scratch this plastic panel, and we do have this cover that extends way out, and this is a little bit different shape from your traditional SUV, so it's quite deep. It's okay for the length, but overall volume it's a little bit small for a medium-sized SUV, so it's more like a compact overall. And the vehicle does come with the charging cable with the Type 2 plus tire fixing kit. You are able to get a spare wheel underneath, but the vehicle doesn't come with it from factory. Right. And simply drop this down. Oh, and by the way, on the side we are getting a 17-inch alloys plus Michelin Primacy 3 tires, so that's across the range. It's all the same, no difference. And at the back, so on this vehicle we get synthetic leather. So Kia call it composite leather, so it's not a real leather, but it's soft enough for everything. And at the back we get ISOFIX points and a cup holder and armrest in the center. You are getting air vents at the back, so that's more than enough for any rear passengers. Let's walk in. So I'm about 178 centimeters tall. The front sitting position is my preferred position, and this is more than enough for the vehicle size. I do get good amount of knee room. The foot floor is a little bit higher, so my knees are in an angle upwards, but I'll be okay with comfort for a small trip to long medium trip. And yeah, overall it's spacious, but for the middle row you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit comfort for sure. For 2 people at the back you have no problem. And visibility is quite good, so you get nice square shaped window around the side. And at the front we have this keyless entry plus keyless start. So the vehicle locks it up. And again we have these synthetic leather seats. So on this particular train we're only getting manual adjustment seats. On the SX, manual adjust as well. And if you're looking for the premium, that will break $85,000 plus ORC. You will get electric seats plus heated and cooling function at the front. So this one is the basic model again. This is how the interior looks like. let's close the door, jump in. Alright, we can switch on the vehicle. So push button start, just locates on the left side. And it's gonna always give us these, I think, 5 to 6 beeps once you start the vehicle. Just switch the fan off. This is how the interior looks like. It's very simple, but obviously you get this unique EV design. It's not going to be quite like the other vehicles. On the center console we get a full digital display, so that will show us things like your range to empty, your charging, your power, plus your energy flow, or you can personalize those things for your trip odometer and your digital speed on the side. It's pretty simple, but you get everything you need. And on the right hand side we get a couple quick buttons for the lane keep assist, which is nice. You always want to quickly switch it off if you don't like it. Traction control, blind spot detection, the brightness adjustment, and headlight adjustment. By the way, this car only have the halogen project headlights. You are only getting the LED on the premium spec again. Auto charging and the charging time off, all that things. Your charging settings off, just a quick setting button. And a small storage, not storage, just the OBD connections and your bonnet release. On the side, just your window control and the wind mirror adjustment. So on the steering, that's the main thing. So you do get these adjustments for your digital display. So if I press this button, it'll go into menus, go into different information, all that things. You can also go up and down to change your, and you can see your trip odometer, you can see your energy saving, all that things. And you get your adaptive cruise control, tire pressure monitoring system, all those information over there. Other than that, we do have adaptive cruise control on this vehicle. That will do the smart cruise control for you. And we have the lane keeping assistance. You also have the blind spot detection, rear traffic cross alert, plus front emergency braking in case you're likely to crash into something or someone. So that's all equipped with across the range. So that's pretty handy for your daily use. Obviously, being EV, you're expecting these things as a premium vehicle. On the left side, volume control, phone control, everything. And we get indicator on the left hand side, and auto lights plus fog, front and rear fog lights, windscreen wiper. That's obviously rain sensing on the right hand side. So in the center, again, this is the display, so the base model. So we are getting the 8-inch display. If you're looking for the higher spec, you will be getting the 10-inch display. So just slightly nicer and wider. Looks a little bit more premium, but the function behind it is pretty much the same. You're missing navigation on this one, but you are gonna get navigation on the high premium model. Other things, we get all the menus for radio, for media, for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You do have this nice touch for the EV control, and so you can see your charging. You can even time your charging to be, how do you say, charging time limit, charging current. You can see all that things, so that's pretty handy for your vehicle to use. Apart from that, we have a nice easy reverse camera, so it's pretty clear for its quality, but you don't get the 360 on this one, unfortunately, and you get parking sensors at the back. Climate control underneath, so we do have just the one zone climate control, so just single temperature. And I do quite like the heat. You're gonna use the heat, obviously generate the heat in winter, and do like this feature called driver only. So basically, if you're driving the vehicle yourself, you're gonna try to save more energy obviously off the vehicle. You can just simply touch this button. Only the driver control air conditioning will switch on. Now I can feel nothing comes on this vent. There's something coming on this vent, so it's going to be quite handy for your energy saving if you're going to go a long run, if you're going to calculate your miles, all that things. Otherwise, simply touch this button, it's going to have all the air vents going on, so that's quite handy. Underneath, phone holder, no wireless charging by the way, so 12-volt socket, USB, and another USB charging. That's easy. And this is our driving mode, so you can switch left or reverse, center to neutral, right to drive, press down to park, parking sensors, and drive mode select. On this vehicle we have 3 driving modes, so one is for eco, one is normal, and one is sport. So only change your throttle response pretty much. Auto hold and parking brake. So yeah, overall this is quite easy, simple to get into. If you have another Kia, this is going to be very easy to get into. If you have any other cars, this is not going to be overly complicated. But still a very nice touch for a few more features here and there. And yeah, time to go for a drive, see what we think. Alright, we're good to go for a drive. Let's just switch to driving mode. So at the moment we're going to start at the normal driving mode at the front. I'm going to switch off the lane keeping, so just in case it gives us beeping sound. And we're good to go. And one cool feature about this vehicle is obviously being an EV, you're not gonna get any much engine noise, and I'm not sure if you can catch up in the video. When you reverse, the vehicle gives us that beeping sound from outside, so it gives all the people from out the vehicle a small warning. That's a very nice handy touch. Obviously you can move the car around and people don't hear the engine noise, they don't expect the vehicle to come from the other side. About the drivetrain, by the way, so the vehicle obviously comes with a 64 kWh battery pack, and the battery does give you 150 kilowatts power and 392 Newton meters. So that's tons of power for what this vehicle offers, especially for an electric vehicle. 150 watts is more than enough for your daily drive, because you can see when you put the foot down, there's literally no hesitation. It just come and go basically. It's going to be very handy for your daily drive, and that's more than enough for me at least. It's not going to be a Tesla, by the way, because the vehicle does not compete with the Tesla. It's still a daily drive for people. And apart from the driving mode, we have also got a thing called brake regeneration program. So how that works is, when you're driving the vehicle, you get these nice paddle shifters behind the steering. You can see where my hand is touching. So this allows you to change your regeneration program. So at the moment, I'm going to tap the left. So it's on number 1 at the moment on the dashboard. When you switch on the vehicle, it's always default at number 1. So the vehicle will give you that one, so the first gear regeneration. You can switch the pedal by pressing the tab on the right hand side. It's going to switch to number 2. What that means is it's not going to give you any regeneration, so there's no braking. You can drive as a petrol vehicle if you like, but I'm going to tap the pedal on the left. I'm going to change to number 2 or number 3. So now the vehicle is going to give me heavy regeneration. So as soon, I'll save at the back by the way, so as soon as I lift my foot off the pedal, the vehicle will give that regeneration brake, so that helps with the efficiency. And you can see the energy flow at the front as well. So that's pretty cool for EV. I do like these pedals. There are a couple cars you get center control. You can go into the settings to change the other things. And these pedals looks pretty cool. Obviously, you're driving an EV. There's no gear change or all sorts of things. But with these pedals, it makes you feel nice. And you can change it anytime. Again, I can change number 2 to number 1 whenever I like. And you can instantly notice the brake at number 2 and number 3. And number 1 is going to be very soft. So it's honestly up to you to see if you want to choose your regeneration braking. And honestly, that helps the efficiency, obviously. And in the best scenario, you can also use this car for the one pedal driving. It's going to be very easy to use. And we're driving around town at the moment with roughly 50 kilometers per hour speed limit. The vehicle feels very soft, very easy to, we get good visibility around. Again, the power is easy to shift. Once you put the foot down, there's just going to be instant power for you. I'm driving at normal mode, by the way. If you're going to drive on eco, the power is going to shift not as fast as this one, but it's still enough for most people. When you're in sport, it's going to be very fast. We can try that later. Let's try acceleration on auto mode. So there we go. Oh, that power is very easy to kick in. As we said, 150 watts doesn't look scary at all, to be fair, but being an EV, that's the power you get. You get no hesitation, no gear change. There's no torque. How do you say? There's no turbo lag on these cars. Once you put the foot down, you're gonna get that push from the back, and it's just easy to drive. I still haven't think there's any EVs on the market that's gonna not drive good compared to petrol cars. I know people is gonna complain about noise, complain about this and that, but in terms of drive, it is really good to drive. For someone who has never owned an EV before, you're gonna be really happy about this driving experience, I guarantee you. And we are now at about 80 kilometers per hour zone, so the vehicle handles the road easily. Like I said, it's a crossover shape, so it's not going to be too bad in terms of its going around the corners, all that things. And overall suspension is okay for a small car like this. Not going to be the premium suspension setting, so it's not going to be super soft here and there. You do get bumps, all that things. It is standard, it is understandable or forgivable for the price or for the vehicle you are getting for. Around him. Switch to drive to sport mode, because this is where we can drive up to a little bit more on the speed after here. So as soon as I switch to sport, I can feel how the pedal is so sensitive. I'm not even tapping anything, the vehicle still keep going. We're at 60, I'm just gonna go, there we go. Ooh, this is fast. The first acceleration is always fast, after that it's quite smooth. You can see the numbers keep going up. There we go, just like that. It's so easy to pick up. When you go around the corner, you drop to 70 and you press the pedal, then the car just flies. Again, it's not as fast as Tesla. To be fair, I haven't driven a Tesla before, but I know Tesla is going to be faster than this. But for people driving from A to B every day, this would be a perfect car for you. One small thing to complain though, for me the biggest problem would be the seat comfort. There's unfortunately no lumbar support on this vehicle, which is a shame. I just couldn't get the lumbar support right on this vehicle. I keep trying to adjust the seats, all that things, no matter how many times I drive this car, I just couldn't get the lumbar support right. So I do feel that part would require a little bit more adjustment. Otherwise I would need a cushion if I'm gonna have to drive this car every day. That's my small complaint. Apart from that, I'm pretty happy overall for now. And we are driving 100. We are quite open at the back. I'm just gonna go from 30. There we go. That's 100%. Foot down. Ooh, we are fast. It is fast. It is fast enough for me, at least. Car park. Alright, that brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll try to do more videos like this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. If you're in New Zealand or if you're close to Auckland or Pukekohe, you can contact us at Ebbett Pukekohe. We can help you with your next purchase for any Kia, Nissan, MG, Volkswagen purchase. And if you're looking to purchase from me personally, you can also contact me. My name is Jerry. I can leave my email down below. It's jerry@ebbett.co.nz. You'll find the description down below. And hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you in the next one.